where it really brought the value was bringing a relationship back into the banking that we had. We were previously with a national bank for quite a long time, and that went from a banking relationship to what seems more like a banking transaction. And so we decided to go out and look for a new relationship. And I would say at the first meeting with Dennis and Pat we realized that there was a culture with GRB, which is what we were looking for, similar culture to what we have here at JCS. So I think it's given me the ability to maybe look at things with a little more risk, because I feel like there's people I can talk to that have experience and are willing to look at JCS as JCS versus just, we'll put the numbers into the computer, and if the computer kicks the numbers out, it's a yes or a no, versus really working with us where we see our future growth. Obviously everything comes down to relationships, but I think when you find the right people that think like you and are like-minded like you, it's pretty easy to transition from one to the next. I think for a company the size of JCS and our growth potential, it just made the right sense to work with a bank that in our community versus us just being another line on a transaction. My father, Phil Frechette, started the business, and you're going to be interested in the fish. The fish on the back wall was Christmas of 2000. My father and I were fishing in Maui, Hawaii, and we caught that fish. My dad reeled that fish in that morning, so that's a replica of the fish. I think the transition was a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. I think, we might have put it off a little longer because it seemed daunting to redo all of your banking relationships and everything that you have going. But when push came to shove and we finally went that way, I think it was a lot more seamless than we thought it was going to be. So we've been at part of Rochester since 1988. So Rochester's it's been my home my whole life, and so I just think it's a small city that gives you a big city feel. There's a lot to do here that I think a lot of cities Rochester size don't give you the same opportunities. Our whole business is relationships, and when you have those relationships, it just naturally fits with the community.